So I just want to walk you through how I make my lures. So I'm going to show you step by step how I make them, and yeah, hopefully you guys can learn something. Hopefully you can give me some feedback, and that'd be epic, hey? So here's my 2 boxes full of scraps and lure designs. So I start off with a plank of pine wood, so just regular pine, and then I shape down my lures. I usually just use a bit of pencil and just shape off my lures. So these guys here in this box are ready to go for just a bit more of a trim on the bandsaw. And then after the trim on the bandsaw, I'll take them over to the sander and I'll sand them all down. So on the sander, I've got a couple here ready to get sanded. So I'll sand them down on bench sander. After the bench sander, you get to a stage that looks similar to this. So after the bench sander, you get something similar to these guys. Well, not quite, there's a step in between. So with these, this is probably the closest thing I can show you at the moment. After the sander, I drill all my holes out on my lure. So these are ready to get the eyelets in the 3 spots here. And I also drill another hole in the center, or sometimes I change it up. Maybe I'll put a hole up the front, just depends on where I want the weight. So and then after I put the weight in, I just put some wood putty, cover it over, wait till that dries, and then I sand it down. So this guy here has been sanded down. He is ready for a quick varnish. What do I use? I use a clear varnish. So I use a clear varnish just to try and make all the wood fibers all hard, and then I'll get I'll hand sand then after that, which leaves us to a position that looks like this. So here's after the varnish is put on the lures, and then I just sand that down just to make it super smooth, and you should kind of see that it kind of shines quite nicely. So this is the step that we're at the moment with a couple of my lures. After you varnish, sand down, these ones are ready for painting. Here's one that I've already painted, and then I will dip this into some poly before I start painting. Over here, guys, is the painting rotisserie, and this is pretty much the final step really until you've got your final product. So a couple of lures here just drying. I tend to keep the lures on the rotisserie for a little bit over 24 hours just to make sure they're all completely hardened and there's no soft spots. And it also gives me an opportunity to go back over with the 2-part epoxy and just touch up any bits that I need to touch up. So very, very simple setup. Heaps of space for a whole bunch of lures on there. And then after this step, it's making sure everything looks perfect. So this is what I end up with. Now this is one of my favorite lures because it just took me forever to make, and it actually has that perfect shine all the way on it, super smooth, no blemishes anywhere on it, feels good. And so this is ready to go out. It's a little bit yellow at some spots, but I'm not really fussed on that. It's just looks incredible. So I can't wait to flick this out and catch something big. Hopefully you enjoyed this quick little video. If you like what I'm doing, give us a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. Would really help me out. Thanks guys. Catch you in another video. Peace.